A continuación va a intervenir la doctora Joana Batuca, pertenece a la Red Portuguesa de Infraestructuras de Investigación Clínica Independiente.
I'm Joana Batuca, I'm the Peticrim Manager, and I'm also the European correspondent for Portugal, for ICRAM for Portugal, and I'm based in the Nova Medical School, Universidade Nova de Lisboa. So the mission of Peticrim is I cannot see here, so I have to, is the infrastructure dedicated to the promotion of national and international cooperation in clinical research to increase the quality and the therapeutic innovation for the benefit of the patients and citizens and all healthcare system. The main goal of Peticrim is to create an infrastructure for a national infrastructure for clinical trial units. I'm going to explain in a few slides what is this CTUs, and the capacitation of the clinical research centers in the all health units, and also the academic medical centers. We are special focus on the investigator-initiated clinical trials in Portugal. Why investigator-independent clinical trials? Because this is the trials that answer the questions that clinicians face in day-to-day practices. They generate data of effectiveness and safety of the drug in real-world setting, and explore new indications for the authorized health products. So these clinical trials are usually not of interest of the big pharmas. So and they have the same challenge as they have some challenge because they have to they have the same requires so that the commercial trials have. They have here in this kind of trials, the responsibility is from the sponsor and the coordinating investigator. And as you know, I think it's the same in Spain. There is no much support in this for these investigators. So they have constraints, financial and legal. We don't have enough researchers and enough support in terms of human research for conducting the trial, for supporting in terms of the submissions and the management of the trial, and as you know, for the robustness of clinical trials, the high number of participants or patients are needed. So we need to develop multinational trials also, and which pandemic, I think it is more obvious that the complexity of the protocols, of trial protocols, has changed a lot. So there is also some difficulties in this new type of trials protocols. And we have also some inexperience of the staff in clinical research centers. So Peticrim was created between 2012 2014. The funding consortium, because there was some change now, was created this time for together with the participation in the creation of the ECRAN, the European Clinical Research Network, Infrastructure Network. From 2014 until 2020, we have been developed the network, the national network, and only in 2020, Peticrim integrates the roadmap of the research investigator strategic national infrastructures. As you may know, there is an European roadmap of the research infrastructures. I put here the link in case you are interested. In Portugal, we also have a national roadmap, with 56 infrastructures. They are divided in 6 main areas, and we are integrated in the area of health and food, as well as 20 other infrastructures. So PT-CRAN is currently is a national network, currently with 5 CTUs. In the beginning, we started with 2 CTUs that were it's not working. So that were ideally in the center of the country, and Nova Cru, that is the net CTU from Nova Medical School. We are now also have 14 clinical research centers and 7 universities or faculties, medical faculties or research institutes. As you see, we are in all country. We have main focus in the main cities. So in Lisboa area, in the center, Coimbra, but you also have UBI, that is the University of Beira Interior, and we also have this, the hospital, not only the university, but also the hospital. From in the center, we also have this Leiria Hospital and the University of Aveiro, and in the north of the country, we have almost all the institutions of health and the universities with medical faculties in the região of Porto, and also in Braga and Guimarães. In south of the country, we have the University of Algarve, that is IBC Algarve, IBC, and the Centro Hospitalar Universitário do Algarve. Unfortunately, we don't have any institution, official institution in Alentejo, but I can say that Nova Medical School has 2 infrastructures or research units that actively collaborate with Universidade de Évora, and they have a lot of partnerships with Universidade de Évora. So in terms of the organization, the management office is based, as I said, in Nova Medical School. It's coordinated by Professor Emília Monteiro, and myself I'm the PT-CRAN manager and the connection with the European network. The advisory board of PT-CRAN the chairman is Professor Nuno Souza from Deutsche Braga, and all they have in the advisory board, there are representative of all institution members of PT-CRAN. So the CTUs, what is CTUs or the clinical trial units? They are more or less CROs, so clinical research organizations, but as they are integrated in medical schools or in university hospitals, they do their service in no-profit based and collaboration with either academic or industry, but they have special care for the academic investigator because they were created to support their investigators. But they do exactly the same as a CRO does in the set of the clinical trials, since the helping in the application of funding, the implementation of the clinical trial, preparation of protocol, submission, design of the CRF, everything you can imagine. These CTUs, the 5 CTUs in Portugal do. So I've been talking about ECRAN. I think there will be some session after that they will talk about ECRAN, but just to show you or to let you know a little more. So ECRAN is a non-profit intergovernmental organization that supports and conducts the multinational clinical trials in Europe. The main focus is investigator-initiated clinical trials. And now with COVID, we see some difference, some support to trials sponsored by SMEs, and also some industry-sponsored trials. ECRAN currently has 10 members, so Poland joined last week as an official member of ECRAN, and we also have 2 observer countries, that is Slovakia and Switzerland. Spain is also one of the funded members of ECRAN, like Portugal, and we are organized, as you see in that image. So we have a core team in Paris with the legal and financial departments, and then in each of these member countries we have a network: PETECRAN in Portugal, ESCRAN in Spain. And in each country we have the networks and the CTUs, which are which provide the service in the country for the ECRAN trials. Although I put here the information about what ECRAN do, and my address and my phone, email, and I also put the information for Miriam. I don't know if Miriam is here. She was supposed to be here, but Miriam is the current ECRAN correspondent for Spain. She's based in Malaga currently. And you can see that ECRAN can help you in different fields, since the trial preparation, trial management. ECRAN also have a very, I'm going to change to have a good, have lots of the interest in capacitation of the researchers. So they develop together with all the countries several tools that are free, available for all. And regarding the clinical trials that we are working together, I put here the list of the trials that we are participating, and we are at this moment coordinating the last one. So TB-Med, BIOSANITARIA. And I choose put this here because this TB-Med is a European project that is coordinated by Spain, by several institutions in Spain. And in one of the open calls that the project is dedicated to the development of medical device, and in one of the open calls that the project opened during this period, one of the Portuguese SEMEs applied and won the open call. And this project starts last year, is a prospective multi-center observational study for the use of a medical device. In this case, is neocement for treatment of bone defects. So there is already some collaboration with Spanish institutions. And regarding the infrastructure developed projects, which are not exactly clinical trials, but in the end, there is some, at least in most of the case, the possibility, the funding for some clinical trials. There are also lots of these projects are Spain and Portugal are involved. I saw that in the presentation that will be after, there is information about ELAC permit project is one of ECRAN project in which ECRAN also collaborates, and Portugal don't participate, but I think Spain is a very good participation in that project. And just to one more information, that one of the things that ECRAN also do for their partners is a data center certification. They have a data center certification program that is ISO certified also, And IBLE, which is one of the CTUs in the center of Portugal, in Coimbra, is the only data center certified by ECRAN currently in Península Ibérica. Regarding the capacitation, then this is not now for ECRAN, it's for PETECRAN. We have developed, because the training and the capacitation of all staff member for clinical research is very important for us. So we developed together with almost all the members of PETECRAN this investigator certified program, which is a learning program with two, although here is 3 levels, only have for now 2 levels available. So level 1 for all clinical research team, and level 2 for principal investigators. Investigator is completely free, is in Portuguese, and is very used in Portugal for training the clinical staff and the students that want to start to participate in clinical research. And thank you.
Thank you, Joana. Thank you. We will have a session about independent clinical research, because in fact it's one of the proposals that we have. We have promotion. This is a center of ECRIN since 2006, and probably later in the session we will be able to discuss.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Joana. So next speak, ¿te parece que como tenemos una sesión de investigación clínica independiente en la que es la propuesta 3 que proponemos para colaboración el doctor Fariñas y el doctor Javier Félix, con la doctora Joana Batuca dejamos el debate sobre investigación clínica independiente, si os parece, para ese momento. Y ahora sí, José Luis.
Vale. Gracias, Joana, por tu participación en el simposium. Thank you so much for your participation in the symposium.